Hey guys, so I'm trying to put this handlebar or the stem onto this bike, but the problem is that it's not meant for this bike. And what ends up happening is it just, the diameter of this is just too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it using these calipers. Try and figure out just how much of a space there is so that I could put a spacer inside. And it looks like there is about 22 millimeters is this one, the diameter of this, and the hole is, looks like about 25 and a half or so. So I need to fill in, what is that, about 3 millimeters or 3.5 millimeters of space so that this thing sits nice and flush inside. So I'm gonna go ahead, and what I've decided to do is, instead of buy a spacer online and wait for it to arrive and everything, I'm just going to try and create it myself and print it out using a 3D printer, and hopefully that works. So I'm gonna go ahead and design this part and then print it out. Alright, so as you can see here, I have the part designed. And I designed this in a program called OpenSCAD. It's an open source free program. And what you do is you type in some code on the left side here. Basically, there's a lot of different functions and a lot of different variables here, but I won't get into that. However, what happens is you end up with a part like this. What you do with this is you export it into a different type of file format, in this case into an STL. Once you export it into an STL, you can open it up in another program called Cura. And this program is designed specifically to create G-code, which is basically another formatted file for your 3D printer. And you can see here that I've placed it onto the build plate. I've rotated it and put it in the correct orientation where I want it to be printed. I've basically exported it out to G-code, and I'm going to feed it into my printer. Alright, so here's the 3D printer doing its thing. What we got is some filament or plastic that's rolled up right here, and it's feeding the plastic through, melting it, and printing out the part I designed. Let me go ahead and get you closer to this left side here. So here's the roll of plastic. And you can see that it's being fed into the head here, the extruder. And here's the control unit right here. Let me see if I can focus on this for you guys. There you go. Hold on. Alright, so what you can see here on this screen is that it's about 1/3 of the way there, 1/3 of the way done. And it's just showing you various things like how hot the tip is and how hot the bed is and so forth. Let me go ahead and show you guys the printing process here. There you go. That's the part here that's printing over here in a silver color. Let me see if I could get you a much better view of it. There you go. That's the tip, the nozzle right there in the very end, and it's extruding plastic out and melting it in layers, in horizontal layers like this, as it prints. And you can see the bed right here. This is a heated bed. It's moving back and forth, and the extruder is also moving left and right here, and it's just printing out this part. It should be done in about 30 to 40 minutes. And then I could show you guys how it comes out. Alright, so here's the printed part. And just gonna rip off this bottom portion, which was printed just to keep it in place. There you go. Might have to kind of prepare the edges here a little bit, but that's it right there. That's the spacer. It's slightly flexible. Let's go give it a try. Alright, so here's that printed part. I'm gonna go ahead and slip it right there. A little bit hard to get in. There you go. So it goes in just like that. And this guy slides there. So that's it right there. That's kind of what I wanted to do. And it's nice and tight. Ain't moving around anymore. Well, that was a nice quick fix, and I'm glad it worked out. Thanks for watching. Tune in for more videos like this. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks.